नमस्कार दोस्तों, on 14th April 2024, BJP released its manifesto for the upcoming Lok Sabha election, calling it Modi Ki Guarantee. This document is basically the list of promises and policies that BJP will implement or try to implement if they come to power. So this document can literally hold the key to the future of India. While as voters, it is absolutely important for every single person to understand every line of this manifesto, and more importantly, as investors and entrepreneurs, this document is a blueprint of both your opportunities and threats in the market. So basis this document, the economy of India can grow or fall, the stock market can go up or down, and most importantly, this document can affect every single person of the country if BJP comes to the power for the next 5 years. We tried to analyze and decode this document further to understand which are the companies and sectors which will benefit or get impacted if BJP comes to power. Thus, we came across this equity research report by Phillip Capital on BJP manifesto. So in this chaos of power and propaganda, let's cut through the chase and understand if BJP comes to power basis this manifesto, which are the companies and sectors that will benefit from it. First sector is cement sector. One of the biggest policies of the Modi government under infrastructure is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. PM Awas Yojana was launched in 2016, where the government promised to provide 2.95 crores eligible rural households with pakka houses, plus basic amenities by 2024. Now guys, tell me, when the government spends thousands of crores into building houses, what will they require? They'll require tons of steel and tons of cement. For instance, if you consider a 200 square foot house, it requires approximately 25 kg cement per square foot. That is 5000 kgs of cement per house, which is 5 tons of cement per house. So, if the government plans to build around 30 million affordable houses, this translates to a staggering demand of 150 million tons of cement just for housing projects. So, it's a demand for 30 million tons per year. So, a logical conclusion by Phillip report is that if there is a 30 million ton demand per annum, there will be a 7 to 8% growth in the cement demand in India over the next 5 years in only affordable housing. And who will benefit from all this demand? Well, the biggest cement companies at this moment are Ultratech Cement, Ambuja Cement and ACC Cement. And all of these three companies together, they control 63% of the entire market. Also guys, even though we are taking names of these listed companies, but none of what we are saying is investment advice. We are mentioning these names because these names are present in the Phillip Capital report. And all the documents of these public listed companies can be used to further analyze and understand about the sector and these companies better. So this content is just meant for educational purposes only. Similarly, when it comes to national highways, the government is making 28 kilometers of highways per day, that is 10,220 kilometers per year, and in 5 years it will be 51,100 kilometers. Now if you look at the math behind how much cement is required to build 51,000 kilometers of road per year, it is fascinating. For each 7-meter wide road, we require about 1,000 tons of cement per kilometer. So assuming we are building only 2-lane highways over a 5-year period, the cement consumption in India at 28 kilometers per day will be 51 million tons only for national highways. And this number of 51 million does not include rural roads, does not include buildings or anything else. And according to Infomerics, India's consumption was expected to be around 370 million tons per year as of 2023. Now the reason why this is a very big deal is because if you look at the production capacity of Adani Cement, which includes Ambuja Cement, ACC and other companies, it is 77.4 million tons per year, and Ultratech Cement is 146 million tons. So all these three companies together, which control 63% of the market, they have a capacity of 223.4 million tons. So do you realize, as India consumes more and more cement, not just these three top companies will benefit from it, but the other players will also benefit from it. And the companies which has scales and volumes will be able to sell the cement directly to government and make profits on volumes. Thus, with the government spending in infrastructure and the real estate development in India, the report mentions that this can impact these companies positively and the cement sector is expected to grow. This is how you draw the relationship between what is the vision of the government basis this manifesto to understand how it directly impacts the ecosystem of business in India. As mentioned, the next sector which can benefit from the concerned Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and other government initiatives is steel sector. According to the government sources, around 13.17 million tons of steel is required under the PM Awas Yojana for the sanctioned houses. And with revamping of 1200 plus railway stations, launch of new bullet trains and airports, and most importantly, with the expansion of natural gas connections to households, India's steel demand, just due to government projects, is set to skyrocket. And India's total demand of steel for year FY23 was around 120 million metric tons of steel. This is further expected to increase to 190 million ton metrics of steel by FY30. And in the best case scenario, the number can further reach to 230 million metric tons. But you know what, guys? As of FY23, India's production capacity was expected to touch 135 million metric tons. So do you realize what does this means? Even if all of our steel companies operate at full capacity, we will not be able to cater to our consumption demands, which means that every major steel company is going to see a growth in both business and capacity in the coming future. And according to Phillip Capital report, here are the companies like APL, Apollo, JTL Steel, Surya Steel and High-Tech Steel. On top of this, I would like to add one more name, which is Tata Steel, which can benefit from this. So long story short, both cement and steel industries are going to see huge growth in value and demand basis the manifesto and vision of BJP. As per manifesto, the next sector which can benefit is pharmaceutical sector. BJP wants to strengthen India's position as pharmacy of the world by boosting the manufacturing and research capacities of the pharmaceutical sector, especially APIs. BJP wants to extend research-linked incentive schemes encouraging companies to invest in research for new drugs, chemical entities and new biological entities. These are positive for CDMO play like Divis, Syngene, Suven and Amy Organic. Similarly, BJP is planning to expand its fleet of PM e-buses to provide affordable transport to citizens. And the best e-bus players who can benefit from these are Ashok Leyland, Tata Motors, GBM Auto and Electra Green Tech. That's it from my side, guys. Hope this was helpful. For more such insightful videos, please do like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.